Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we are tearing down a pretty dangerous myth. You know the one, the idea that failing legs, heavy knees, and that awful nighttime stiffness are all just an inevitable part of getting older. Well, I'm here to tell you they absolutely aren't. Let's dive right in, shall we? What if I told you the real cause of senior leg weakness actually isn't age at all? What if it's just a silent, totally curable nutritional deficiency? It's something that's almost always overlooked in conventional checkups, simply because the solutions are, frankly, natural and cheap. I mean, imagine thinking your body is just wearing out, when in reality, it's just begging for a few essential building blocks.
You see, when your body is starving for 3 crucial bedtime nutrients, the damage is real. Your muscles literally cannot recover from the day's wear and tear, and your nerves start to actually fray. The clinical data on this is wild. Missing these nutrients increases leg cramps by a massive 42%, it delays your muscle repair by 37%, and this is the scary part, it triples your fall risk after the age of 60. That's a huge hit to your daily mobility, all from just lacking proper nighttime nutrition.
So today we are counting down the 3 absolute must-have vitamins you need to take right before bed to rebuild your leg foundation from the ground up. We're ranking them from least to most powerful, finishing off with a highly ignored nutrient that has actually been proven to boost quadriceps strength by 31%. Let's get into it.
Starting our countdown at number 3, vitamin B12, the power line.
Think of B12 as, well, literally the power line that hooks up your brain signals straight to your leg muscles. And get this, up to 43% of folks over 60 are deficient in it. Why? Because as we get older, our stomachs naturally produce less of the acid needed to unlock B12 from our food. So you could be eating a perfectly healthy diet, but your body just isn't absorbing it. And that silent drop, it leads directly to numbness, tingling, and those terrifying moments where your knees just buckle out of nowhere. Now, this is where the myelin sheath comes into play. You can think of it kind of like the rubber insulation around a copper wire. Vitamin B12 is absolutely mandatory for building and maintaining this layer around your nerves. When that insulation degrades because you don't have enough B12, the signals from your brain start misfiring. Seniors actually start showing symptoms that look a lot like early Parkinson's, like a slow, unsteady gait, foot dragging, and really bad nighttime leg cramps.
But here's the thing, timing is everything here. Your nervous system actively heals while you're asleep. So, by taking a sublingual methylcobalamin B12 tablet, meaning you just let it dissolve right under your tongue about 30 minutes before bed, you bypass the stomach entirely. It goes straight into your bloodstream exactly when your body runs its nightly repair cycle, giving your nerves exactly what they need right when they need it most.
All right, moving right along to our number 2 nutrient, vitamin D3, the muscle builder.
Now, I know most of us think of this sunshine vitamin as just being for our bones, right? But it's actually your absolute most powerful nighttime muscle builder. And here is the catch. You can't just go outside to get it anymore. After age 60, your skin produces 75% less D3 from the exact same amount of sun exposure as it did when you were younger. With only 25% of that production remaining, supplementing before bed becomes a literal lifesaver to stop the muscle fibers in your thighs and calves from thinning out year after year.
When you take D3 at night, it syncs up perfectly with your body's deep sleep growth hormone release. A 2020 study actually proved that this specific timing is a total game changer. It can massively increase your leg strength by 19% and drastically slash your risk of falling by 34%. And beyond just strength, it cools down the microinflammation that causes those deep, keeping you awake aches that so many people deal with every single night.
Okay, but what if you're already taking D3 and, strangely enough, your joints actually feel stiffer? Well, that brings us to the big question. What is the absolute number 1 missing nutrient for leg strength? And here it is. Vitamin number 1. Vitamin K2, the traffic director.
Vitamin K2, and specifically we're talking about the MK7 form here, is literally the ultimate traffic director for your body. You see, if you just take D3 all by itself, your body can accidentally dump calcium into your joints, your blood vessels, and your soft tissues. That's what causes that severe stiffness and aching legs. But K2 steps in and forces that calcium exactly where it belongs. It pulls it out of your joints and drives it straight into your bones, activating real structural repair.
Getting a daily dose of K2 at night literally flips the switch on your body's entire repair process. Within just 8 weeks, clinical trials show it boosts quadriceps strength by 21% and improves standing balance by 31%. It does this by activating this specialized protein called osteocalcin, which is basically like biological glue that binds calcium firmly to your bones. Plus, it enhances how your muscles use glucose for energy, which helps prevent all that daytime fatigue.
So let's talk about your new bedtime routine. Simple, actionable steps for the perfect night.
Here's your exact step-by-step game plan. About 30 minutes before you go to sleep, go ahead and let 1,000 micrograms of B12 dissolve completely under your tongue. Then, you're going to take your D3 and K2 together. Now, the real secret to making this work, D3 and K2 are fat-soluble vitamins, meaning they actually need fat to be absorbed. So, take them with a tiny source of fat, maybe a little spoonful of almond butter, a piece of cheese, or a macadamia nut. That guarantees maximum absorption into your system.
Now, to amplify that routine, let's look at 3 daily habits for maximum results.
First up, hydration. And honestly, this one is huge. Just mild dehydration causes a massive 14% drop in leg endurance. You've got to sip water steadily about every 90 minutes throughout the day. Because if you don't stay hydrated, your blood thickens and it simply can't deliver that essential B12 to your fragile nerves. That's exactly why your legs can feel dull, heavy, and achy by the time evening rolls around.
Second habit, you've got to keep your last meal light and low glycemic. I mean it. Avoid those heavy, starchy dinners. Big bowls of pasta, massive plates of potatoes, or heavy rice dishes, they force your body to focus entirely on digestion instead of healing. Clinical nutrition studies actually show that late, high glycemic meals can double your nighttime joint stiffness and destroy your overnight nutrient absorption by a staggering 38%.
And third, just do about 5 minutes of gentle micro movements right before you hop into bed. We're just talking 10 seated leg extensions, some easy ankle circles, and 10 slow heel raises. These are definitely not grueling workouts, they're just signals. They tell your nervous system that your legs are alive and ready to heal, which boosts nighttime blood flow down to your lower limbs by 22% right before you go to sleep.
Because really, the whole goal here is to rebuild your foundation from the inside out. You absolutely don't need to rely on risky medications, addictive painkillers, or extreme punishing workouts. By simply combining B12, D3, and K2 with these 3 easy daily habits, you stop fighting time and you give your legs exactly what they need to actively heal and strengthen while you sleep.
So, now that you've got this science-backed blueprint to reverse years of silent muscle breakdown, I want to leave you with one final question. What simple step will you change tonight to finally take your legs back?